From Petco Park in downtown San Diego, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance. First pitch coming. And today's starting pitcher, Griffin Canning. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Jung-Hoo Lee leading things off and takes a strike.
That's a ball.
Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish, Boo. He's just a pure hitter and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like it.
In the air, left field. Bogarts has a beat on it. One away. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Rafael Devers. Here in San Diego and just getting started. In the air, right field. Tatis gets under it. That's out number 2. Willie Adames stands in.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. That's a laser base hit. And that gives Matt Chapman a chance to hit with 2 out. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. And that drops in for a strike. In there at the knees for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Jake Cronenworth getting ready to hit. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. Jake Cronenworth will touch them all. His second of the year. Here's Tatis now. Easy to think about what he can do with the bat in his hands, but the glove was great again in 2025.
Yes, it was, Boo. He was the 7th in the National League with 15 defensive runs saved. It was another strong season for our former cover star.
Check swing. He went, and it's 0-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That one missed. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts.
Oh, diving stop. From his knees, the throw. On the money, nice play. 2 outs, base is empty. Ramon Laureano, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's game. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Here's Miguel Andujar. Runner at second, 2 down. And Laureano in scoring position. Swings through that one.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Devers. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Padres get one in the inning with a solo blast. Top of the second, and digging in for San Francisco, Harrison Bader.
Hee-haw!
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay.
Machado tosses to first, 1 out in second. Here's Elliot Ramos. Swung on, belted. That one back there.
And a foul ball. Trying to steal a first pitch strike with the breaking ball right there, but he was all over it in the box. Kind of sets up an interesting at-bat the rest of the way. A little chess match here.
Got the out. Now it's the second baseman, Casey Schmidt.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
And that is that. Bottom of the inning, stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Swinging a foul straight back. Now the 0-1. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And there's one away. Cranston looks locked in on reaching a milestone we know has been coming up for him.
Yeah, Boog, 2 to go, and he'll move up into a new echelon for career Ks. Pretty special when you get to watch a pitcher have a moment like that.
Webb. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Xander Bogaerts, the next up for the Padres. And a swing and a miss there.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit? And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back here at Petco Park. Well, Singy, as we talked about earlier, he was dominant in his last start and doing the same thing again today.
Ball.
Yeah, Boog, in total control on the mound in this one. What a run he's on. Let's see if he can keep this thing going.
In the air, left field. And that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Lee in the box now. Take strike one. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. This one in the air. Fermin settles under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Devers now. Flied to right his first time.
Hey-ha!
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Man at second. That one 95 to finish him off. And now here is Willie Adames. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Around from second is the tying run. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Tatis under this one. And that is that. Padres with the run-scoring double. All even. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Freddie Fermin. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it.
Well, he went up there looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Tap foul at the plate.
They're being just too aggressive at the plate right now. They clearly wanted to go for it early in this one, but it's mostly just resulted in swings and misses. Maybe it's time to slow things down just a little bit.
Struck him out swinging. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Fernando Tatis Jr. He made his Major League debut playing against the Giants, singing.
Yeah, and Madison Bumgarner started for San Francisco that day, and Tatis singled in his first at bat. You could feel the energy he brought to Petco Park in his very first game.
2 outs, base is empty. Manny Machado now at the plate.
Machado.
Nice grab. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. The Padres get 1 in the inning with a solo blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball. Start of the 4th, and digging in for San Francisco, Harrison Bader. Foul ball there. That clips the corner.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Popped up. Cronenworth under it. And there's one down. Luis Ariz stands in.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a ground ball. Cronenworth. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Ripped to right. And the tying run is on base.
The batter number 10.
Here's the second baseman, Casey Schmidt. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Right through there for a strike. Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And makes the grab. And that is that. Back here in San Diego, here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
That one blasted deep to right. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
1 down. So now, with 1 away and a man at second, Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Bounce to the left side. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. There's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Grounded out his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on, 1 out. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Struck out swinging his first time. Right back to him on the mound. Play made. That ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. 1 up, 1 down. Back to the leadoff spot of the Giants lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a foul ball. Lee measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. Right through there for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Lifted in the air down the left side. 2 up, 2 down. And here is Devers. That one's in there. Strike 1. And he takes a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. Back here at Petco Park, stepping in for San Diego, Freddie Fermin. He swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Hit weakly on the ground.
Foul ball.
And that's just foul. Inside, almost got him. Here's a high chopper. Chapman. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Jake Cronenworth digs in now. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Cronenworth at first, one gone. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
The 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's the 0-2. Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back here in San Diego. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Next to hit, Willie Adames.
Well, guys throw a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
He's got it. One away. Chappie steps to the dish to take his cuts. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Ripped towards third. Throws to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. And now Bader up to the plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. Giants go in order. Bottom of the 6th. So digging in now for San Diego, Ramon Laureano.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
1 down.
With all of those hard hits, the guys are going to love seeing the spray charts after this one. It's clear they're not just getting lucky up there right now.
That's a hit. And a man aboard. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. 1 for 2. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Joel Peguero, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Henches also throwing. Stays alive. Got him swinging for the K. Strikeout number 8. And down the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. Swings through that one for strike one. High fly ball out towards left field. That's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. Back here at Petco Park. It's getting late in this one, Singy. He looked unhittable in his last outing, and today much of the same.
Yeah, Boog, scary thought for the rest of the division. Total dominance out there.
Out towards right center field. Tatis on the move. And there's one down. Elliot Ramos, the next to hit. Line drive, base hit, fair ball down the third baseline. And that puts the tying run on base. And the tying run's at second base with a double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Ripped to first, caught. Patrick Bailey will hit next.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Left field. And
that's foul.
That is foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball.
Line, and that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. And this game is tied in the seventh. Go ahead run on base. Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it falls. So that's two straight two-out hits. High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers. Right through there for a strike. Just
that
off
missed.
the
That's the
inside
ball.
edge. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Good job to fight that one off. 2 on, 2 outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Another 1-2. Called out on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across. Back here in San Diego, stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. That's out to center field. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play. Next for the Padres, Freddie Fermin. He's already homered here in this one. 0-1. All tied up here at the bottom of the seventh. Line and caught at third by Chapman. The Gold Glover makes the play. So back to the top of the order. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2 now. Well struck right field. That one hops against the fence. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Joel Peguero.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Manny Machado up to the plate. Hit hard on the ground is short. Sends it to first. Machado out of the play. Out number 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI. Well, one-run game. Stepping in, Willie Adames. And a strike in there. On the ground. Slings it across. Important first down to begin the 8th. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. And the Padres manager making new arm out of the bullpen, Jason Adam. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Here, what?
And that one fouled off. Lined into right. And there are 2 outs.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base. Maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
Bader stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Petco Park. On to the bottom of the 8th. Laureano comes up to hit. That one at triple digits.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Miguel Andujar digs in now. 1 for 3. He was late there. Strike 1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Figueroa, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That one gets down for a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next,
Jackson Merrill now at the plate.
Number 3, Jackson Merrill.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And the 0-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That's ripped. Base hit. And 2 aboard now as the lead runner stops at second. First and second, 1 out. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. This one driven, deep center field, on its way, home run! Gavin Sheets goes deep. His first homer of the year. Here comes 1 down, and here comes Sander Bogaerts.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
That one ripped left field. And it is out of here.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here comes the 0-1. This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. They hit another second home run of the game. Back to the top of the order. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Jake Cronenworth. And that one fouled off. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a big swing and a miss. That's ripped, and this one to the extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. It's a double, his 4th hit of the game.
Such an impressive performance out of him in this one. His 3rd hit for extra bases. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Adames to first, but it pulls it off the bag. 2 on with 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Manny Machado. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Two on, 1 out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like.
Here's Ramon Laureano.
Ball.
Two on, 2 outs. Way out front for strike 2. And that's a base hit. Here comes Cronenworth around third. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. 2 gone with runners at the corners. Miguel Andujar, the next to hit. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Swings through that. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Spencer Bivens, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Miller getting loose as well. Swing and a ground ball. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. They get the long ball work. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now it's the Giants DH. Luis Arias on the ground to short. Sends it over to Sheets. 1 pitch and 1 out. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. There's the strike at the knees. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Cronenworth throws on to first. And the Giants down to their final out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Casey Schmidt. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. They're down to their final strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but
got him. That finishes the evening's action.
Yeah, pretty tight ball game up until the 8th inning, and that's really the time when you expect things to lock down. But the offense broke out, incredible outburst, and just put this game out of reach.
This one ends the final 9-2.